Hello, my friends. Welcome back to SBS English Podcast. Let's practice English together, step by step. Do you ever understand English perfectly but freeze when it's time to speak? It's frustrating, right? You know the words, you know the grammar, but something blocks your mouth. Imagine this. Sarah is at an airport. She needs to ask for her gate, but when she sees the staff approaching, she suddenly can't speak. Her heart races, palms sweat, and her mind goes completely blank. This is the fear almost every English learner experiences: anxiety, fear of making mistakes and feeling judged by others. It's normal. You are not alone. Even fluent speakers had these moments at some point. Today we're going to fix this fast using a technique called shadowing. In just a few minutes, you'll practice real-life phrases that help you unlock your fear. Let's start right now with a very short shadowing exercise. Repeat after me slowly and clearly. Excuse me, where is gate 5? Repeat. Thank you for your help. Repeat. Notice how your mouth starts moving naturally. This is the first step to breaking the block. The reason we freeze is simple. We think too much about individual words. We want to be perfect, so our brain stops us. Sarah, at the airport, wants to say one simple sentence, but keeps thinking, what's the correct word for? Should I say gate or terminal? All this overthinking blocks fluency. Thousands of learners feel exactly like Sarah. The anxiety, fear, and embarrassment are universal. But the good news is that there's a simple daily practice that works for anyone, anywhere. Do you feel nervous when speaking English? If yes, comment yes in the comments. Let's show everyone we're in this together. Now that you understand why your mind freezes, we'll move to the first common error: thinking in single words instead of chunks of phrases. This is where most learners get stuck, and it's exactly what we'll fix in the next part. Let's talk about a very common mistake that blocks so many learners: thinking in single words. You might be in a restaurant trying to order something and your mind goes, okay, I need chicken. No, chicken salad. Wait, how do I say with dressing? Oh no. Suddenly, you freeze and the sentence never comes out. This happens because your brain is trying to build the sentence word by word. It's like putting together a puzzle without seeing the picture. When you focus on each word separately, you slow down, your confidence drops, and your speech stops. Here's the secret. Instead of thinking in single words, think in chunks. A chunk is a group of words that naturally go together. For example, instead of thinking, I want a chicken salad, please, say the whole chunk, I would like a chicken salad, please. Repeat it in one flow, like a short melody. Let's practice a small shadowing exercise using this idea. Imagine you are at a restaurant. Can I have the menu, please? Repeat. I would like a coffee and a sandwich. Repeat. Thank you, that's perfect. Repeat. Notice how much easier it is when you repeat whole phrases instead of single words. This is how you start to speak naturally and confidently. Thinking in chunks also reduces anxiety. You don't have to worry about choosing the perfect word. You just repeat what you've practiced, and your mouth moves automatically. Sarah tried this too. In her next trip to a cafe, instead of thinking word by word, she said, "Can I get a coffee, please?" And it came out smoothly. She felt relieved and proud, and her fear started fading. Here's a quick tip. Every day, pick 5 to 10 short phrases you use often and practice them in chunks. Don't just read them silently. Say them out loud, repeat and shadow them after a model sentence. Do you see how this works? Instead of overthinking, you follow simple, practiced patterns. You gain fluency and your confidence grows. In the next part, we'll cover a surprising expectation breaker. Slowing down your speech actually helps you speak faster and clearer. Many learners think they need to rush, but the opposite is true. We'll see this in a job interview scenario, where speaking slowly and in chunks reduces stress and makes you sound more fluent. Now let's talk about something many learners get wrong. They think speaking fast makes you fluent, but actually, slowing down can help you speak more clearly, confidently, and naturally. Imagine John in a job interview. The interviewer asks a simple question. Tell me about yourself. John panics. His heart races. He tries to answer quickly, jumbling words together and then freezes. Sound familiar? This happens because when you rush, your brain and mouth cannot coordinate. Here's the trick. Slow down, breathe, and focus on chunks. Instead of thinking word by word, think, I am a student. I study English. I like learning new words. Notice how your mind and mouth move together smoothly. Let's try a shadowing exercise for this. Repeat after me slowly. I am a student. I study English every day. Repeat. I like learning new words. I want to speak with confidence. Repeat. Thank you for this opportunity. Repeat. See how slowing down gives your brain time to process? Repeating chunks slowly also improves your listening and pronunciation. It's not about speed, it's about accuracy, rhythm, and confidence. John used this technique in his interviews. Instead of panicking, he spoke in short, practiced chunks, paused naturally, and the interviewer understood him perfectly. Each time he practiced shadowing, his anxiety decreased and his fluency increased. Here's a key insight. Slowing down allows you to hear yourself, correct mistakes immediately, and feel in control. The more you practice this, the more automatic and natural speaking becomes. Quick tip. During any real-life conversation, whether in a meeting, a cafe, or a casual chat, pause between chunks. It's completely fine. Native speakers do it all the time. You're not slow, you're clear and confident. Now that we've learned the power of slowing down, the next step is the practical shadowing exercise. This is where we put everything together. Chunks, slow speech, and repetition. You'll see exactly how to apply shadowing in a real-life scenario, like a party or informal gathering, and start speaking immediately. Now it's time for the practical part, the shadowing exercise. This is where you put everything together, chunks, slow speech, and repetition, so you can start speaking confidently in real life. Imagine you are at a party or informal gathering. You want to join the conversation, but your mind freezes. You hear people talking fast and think, I don't know what to say. This is where shadowing comes in. Step 1. Listen and repeat. Mini dialogue. We'll use a very simple conversation. Person A, hi, how's your day? Person B, it's great, thanks. How about yours? Repeat after each line slowly, exactly as you hear it. Don't worry about mistakes. Just match the rhythm and words. Step 2. Repeat and mimic intonation. Now that you repeated the phrases, repeat them again, this time copying the intonation. Notice how your voice rises and falls, how the sentence feels natural. Hi, how's your day? Repeat. It's great, thanks. How about yours? Repeat. Step 3. Apply immediately. Finally, imagine using these phrases in a real conversation. Look around, pick someone to talk to, and say the chunks you practiced. For example, hi, how's your day? It's great, thanks. How about yours? The magic of shadowing is that repetition builds automatic speech. You don't have to think about grammar or word choice. Your mouth already knows what to say. Sarah tried this at her last party. She had only practiced 5 phrases using shadowing. When she joined a small group, she said her lines confidently. People responded, she smiled, and she felt proud and motivated. This small practice gave her visible progress in real life. Remember, the key is consistency. Even 5 to 10 minutes per day of shadowing can transform your speaking. Start with short phrases, repeat slowly, and mimic the natural rhythm. Over time, you'll notice that speaking English becomes easier, faster, and more confident. Quick tip: use daily life contexts. Morning greetings, ordering food, small talk with friends, anything works. The more you shadow real life phrases, the more natural your English becomes. In the next part, we'll look at real stories of learners who practiced just a few phrases and saw amazing progress. This is the part that really motivates you to keep going and believe in your own improvement. Now let's finish with some real stories and inspiration. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to see that others, just like you, started small and made real progress. Imagine a beginner student on a YouTube forum. They could barely form a sentence before, but they practiced just 5 phrases every day using shadowing. Within a few weeks, they were able to participate in conversations, commenting on videos, chatting with friends online, and even ordering food in English. Their confidence skyrocketed and the fear of speaking slowly disappeared. Another student, Maria, was terrified of speaking during group calls at work. She started practicing shadowing short chunks, greetings, simple questions, and responses. Slowly, she noticed a change. She could answer questions without freezing, her colleagues understood her, and she even started initiating conversations. Maria felt proud and motivated to practice more. The key lesson here is this: small, consistent steps work. You don't need to memorize thousands of words or study for hours. Focus on chunks, repetition, and shadowing. Every mini dialogue you repeat builds your fluency, confidence, and real-life speaking skills. Let's do one final shadowing exercise together. Repeat after me. Hello, how are you today? Repeat. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Repeat. I'm learning English every day. Repeat. Feel the confidence growing? That's the power of shadowing. Each phrase you practice is a step towards speaking naturally and without fear. Remember Sarah, John, and Maria? They all started small. They all faced the same fear you feel, and they all succeeded with daily practice and simple techniques. You can too. So, here's your takeaway. Identify the fear and accept it. It's normal. Stop thinking word by word. Focus on chunks. Slow down and repeat. Shadow every phrase. Apply phrases in real-life situations, no matter how small. Celebrate every success because each step counts. If you practice even 5 to 10 minutes a day, you will notice visible progress in your speaking. Every conversation becomes easier, every phrase more natural, and every interaction more confident. Thank you for joining this practice today. Remember, small steps every day lead to big results. Keep shadowing, keep practicing, and soon you will speak English with natural confidence and joy. See you next time for more practical exercises and real-life English speaking tips.